Well friends, welcome back. Last session we looked at how to handle strings, apart from of course learning how to delete something from a file. If you remember, I said we discussed that while handling strings, while writing strings or reading strings, we said the function is different. What is the function we used? fputs, fgetS and fputs. Let's, before I start today's session, let's have a look at that old program once, because you need to be a bit familiar with that syntax, because fgetS, while using fgetS, the syntax is different, if you remember. So have a look at the syntax, go through this program for 2 minutes, then we can discuss the new one. Okay, have a look. Here is the program. Had a look at the program. Okay, this was the program which we discussed. Go through lines. What is important is go through each line, especially the one which where I discussed fgetS. Once again, while fgetS str, 30, fp not equal to null. What is extremely important is the syntax. fgetS destination, size, source not equal to null. Alright, remember this. This is, as I said, this is very, very important. Clear? Got it? Well, let's be back on the board. Well, assuming what I want to do is, now this I'll be entirely discussing on the board, this particular program. I want to read this file and display all the strings from end till beginning. Got the program? Display all the strings from here till here. That means the first string which will be displayed will be SPT, then PQR, then XYZ, then ABC. Got it, I hope? Clear? Let's see. Okay, so what I do, I open the file in read mode. I am not writing the entire program. Symbolically I am writing the program, discussing it with you. So you need to understand what I am doing. Okay, now see, I open the file in read mode because I will be reading the file. But understand one thing, every time you read from a string from here, it will be, what will be the size? If you remember, the size was 30 characters. Alright, remember that. So str, a variable is there, assuming str of 30, it's a string type variable, character string. Alright, so what I do, I open the file in read mode. That means my pointer is here, 0L. Got it? I need an extra variable. Okay, so what I do, let me write the program line by line for you. Some of the lines, some of the parts I may skip, I may just tell you, but here is my program. As usual, file pointer is there. These are the variables. File star fp, the variable, the first one. Second one, character string, str of 30, and I go for this because I will be moving from end to beginning. That means I will be going by position, and that's the reason I go for this long type variable called pos. Understand this? Alright, now what I do here is, if you remember, I talked about this, the positions. This is 0L, no? This is 30L, this is 60L, this is 90L, and this is 120, I'm sorry, 120L. Your end of file character is on which place? 120L. Remember that. Okay, but your reading will start from where? From 90L. The first string is starting at the position 90L. Remember that. So what you do? As usual, open the file. fp equal to fopen file name. Let's say my strings, comma read mode, because I will be reading the file. I will be simply reading the file. So read mode, pointer is here. Got this line? Pointer is positioned here. Understand that. I am not writing the name of the pointer here. Just understand pointer is positioned here. What I need to move from 90L to here. Understand that. Okay. So for that, this line will be there. I'm just rubbing up this line. Understood this line, I hope. Opening the file. After I open the file, I move to this position 90L. How do I do that? Help me out. fseek file pointer, comma minus 30L, comma 2. What is 2? 2 is for end of file. So what will happen? My initial movement will be from 0L to end of file. From end of file it will go 30 characters back. It will be positioned where? On 90L. Got it? The file pointer at the end of this statement, the file pointer will be positioned here at 90L. AP. Got this, I hope? Got it? Now record that position. How do I record the position? By saying this: pos equal to ftail AP. ftail function, remember we have discussed already, gives you the current position of the file pointer as a long integer. Alright, so pos, a variable which I had already taken, long integer type, will have the value 90L. Got it? Clear with this line? Now what you do? From 90L you will be moving to where? 0L, to read them in reverse order. So your loop will be this: while pos greater than equal to 0L. This will be your loop. Got this, I hope? Moving from 90L to 0L. Okay. So what I do? Inside the loop I read the first string. How do I do that? By using fgetS str, comma 30, comma p from the current position. Clear with this? What will happen? From the current position of p, it will read a string of 30 characters and put it in the variable str and display the string. Put as str. Display it. Clear with this? Well, now what you do next? Remember one thing. The moment you give this statement, this fgetS, what it will do? It will move the file pointer to which position? It will read the string, no matter spt, the string will be read and put into the variable str. But at the end of this statement, what will happen? File pointer has moved to 120L. That means for the next read, I have to move the file pointer 60 bytes backward. Remember, I am inside the while loop. Okay, I am rubbing this up. Got it? So what I do? I say this: fseek the file pointer, comma minus 60L. Why 60? Because I had told you from the current position 1. From the current position I will be moving 60, because once it has read, it has skipped 30 characters. Now I have to read a string which is even 30 characters back than the last one. What does that mean? At a time I will be going back by 60 characters. So now what happens? Minus 60L, 1. So what will happen? fp will come here, the file pointer comes here to this position, fp is positioned over here. Clear? Got it? Now what happens? After this, I do this, pos minus equal to 30. What will happen? Pos is 90. Remember, this is a loop depending on pos. So pos has to be 0. Got it? Till 0L I will be reading. After that, when I go for minus 30, it will become, the value will become minus 30, it will come out of the loop. But till that time, to run the loop, I need to decrement pos by 30 characters each time. So pos minus equal to 30. So pos becomes what? 60. And finish up your loop. Go back to the start of the loop. If you remember, again, while loop will work because, pos is not 0L, it is 60L. If you remember the condition in the while loop, it was pos greater than equal to 0L. So now what will happen? It will read the next string. Okay, after reading the next string, it will display the next string. After displaying, again fseek will take you 60 bytes back. That means this time I will be reading this PQR and file pointer will move here, FP will move here. And when I say fseek fp comma minus 60L comma 1, from here it will go 60 bytes backward. That means from 90L it will move to 30L, file pointer will move here. So it keeps on happening. You keep on reading one string at a time and displaying it. Got it? For your convenience, I took up this example. Alright, and at the end of the loop, simply say this fclose fp and finish up your program. Well, symbolic. I didn't write the entire program. You understand. Alright. Clear with this? I hope clear with this example. Alright. Now let me move to editing. Alright, editing a file which is containing strings. Now what I have decided, I'll pick up a program where my file contains strings. So what I have decided, I'll look for a string in the file. Okay, wherever that string is present, it will be replaced with another string. Got my program? Wherever that string will be present, it will be replaced with another string. Okay, for that, let's modify this file a bit. I'll modify this file. Okay, my file contains strings like this. Okay, then UF, assuming. Okay, this is my file 0L, 30L, 60L, 90L, 120L. Got it? Now what I am planning is I look for a string and replace. For that I have deliberately taken this high 2 times inside the file. I look for this string high. Okay, clear? I'll let's say replace it with a string welcome. Wherever high as a string is found in the file will be replaced with a string welcome. Alright, so first of all decide you are editing the file, so which mode? As usual R+, you will open the file in R+ mode. Okay, let's look at the first part of the program. It is you will understand it easily, but a few things we need to discuss. So let's go back to the slide containing the program, understand the first part, then come back to the slide and understand how it practically happens. Alright, have a look. This is the first part of the slide. Look at the variables I have taken: str, new str, old str. What will happen is old str will be replaced by new str. That means the old string I look for in the file, I replace it with a new string. In case of my example, the old string is high. Alright, the new string will be welcome, as we were discussing. Alright, so what I am doing is I open the file in R+ mode for editing. If you remember, once again, I check and open the file. Then I give a message to the user saying enter string to find and string to replace, accepting both the strings, old string and new string. Remember, old string, new string and str, you have got 3 variables. Let's be back on the board. you have str, you have old str, you have new str. These three variables are there. Okay, let's assume old str you entered high. We discussed that, high will be looking for caps this here. Writing it down once again. This is what I am looking for. New str will be welcome. WLCOM. Let's say. Alright. So these are, now what will happen? What will happen? I will look for high. Wherever it is there, I will replace it with welcome inside the file. Got it? Let's move back to the slide once again. Have a look. Got the first part? Let's move to the second part. While fget as str, 30, fp not equal to null. Now started reading the entire file. Okay. While loop will start reading the entire file, and every time it reads a string, that string will come into the variable str, and then I compare it with the old string. If it matches, what I am doing, I will explain it to you on the board. Okay. So first of all, on the board, let me tell you what I should do. Alright. So let's discuss the while loop now. str. Okay. First string which I read according to the program, it contains hi. Got it? I need to see whether it matches with the old string. If it matches, I need to replace it with a new string. For that, in the program, what I do now, when I am reading the file, as usual, file pointer is here since read mode, fp is here. From here, when I read one string, I move to the end of that string, I move to the second string. As usual, this is what happens every time. Alright. So what happens here? fp will move here. File pointer is here at the end of this particular read statement. Okay. By the time str contains high, old str contains high. I compare them. Got it? If they match, strcmp function, if you remember, if both the strings will match, it will return 0. Okay. If the first string is, lexicographically greater than the second string, then it will return greater than 0, or else it will return less than 0. Okay. So what happens here? Both the strings match. That means this is the string to be replaced. Clear? So what I need to do? First thing, I need to move that many bytes backward, 30 bytes backward. Understood? I need to write the new string over there using fputS function, and that is what precisely in the next part which you are going to see in the slide we are doing. Have a look. What I am doing? If they match, what I do? I say fseek fp minus 30l 1. What will that do? 1 is for current position. From the current position, I move the file pointer backward by how many bytes? 30 bytes. And there I say fputS new str, fp, and I count how many replacements I am making. That is for the purpose of seeing actually how many replacements I have done in the file. Alright. So what I do? fseek fp minus 30l 1. From the current position, I move 30 bytes backward, and I put the new string over there. Okay. Got this? Let's look at these two lines, fseek and fputS on the board, and understand. Well, understand count as a variable contains the value 0. fseek fp minus 30l. What will happen? fp moves here from the current position. That means it moves here. fp. fputS, what it does? It writes something into the write a string into the file. So fputS will put new string into the current position. That means this string will be overwritten, and what you get? WLCOM, and fp will move here for your next read, ready for your next read. This keeps on happening, and of course count plus plus count will become how much? 1. Number of replacements are 1. This keeps on happening inside the loop every time you make a replacement. Got this? So what will happen? At the end of it all, how many replacements are done, 2, 3, whatever it is. This is just an example. Alright, so that many replacements you have already done in the file, and then close the file. Let's have a look at the slide once again before we finish up. Got it? We print the number of replacements we display, close the file, then tell the user this many replacements has been done. Well, it's up to you to give that statement. %ld number of replacements, count. If 0 replacements has happened, it will show 0 because count is already initialized to 0. Alright, and then finish up the program. Got it, friends? Okay, now we have discussed characters and strings. We have discussed the various operations, reading, writing, editing, deleting, all of this we have discussed. Data type will vary. The method, you need to be careful about the method. I am using strings. So for strings I need to do this or do that. That you need to be careful about. Well, friends, in the next session what we pick up is heterogeneous data. Now heterogeneous data, we pick up heterogeneous unrelated, and then we discuss heterogeneous related. Got it? Two different types we had discussed, heterogeneous unrelated and heterogeneous related. So we'll one by one we'll discuss them. So next session of file handling will be heterogeneous unrelated data, how to handle it. Clear? Well, this ends this particular session. Till my next session, take care. Keep looking at these videos. This will give you a lot of insight, lot of knowledge. Believe me, the examples, and if you have questions you can ask me. Alright, take care. Bye bye.